what's going on, guys? This is Muse and welcome to my Eldlich testing video. So this was crazy, man. I literally beat every single guy I played just in my session. So every single game basically that I had when I was playtesting the deck yesterday or today too or whatever. I don't even know what today is anyways, but I won every single one of those games, and yeah, you're gonna see right now actually. So I'm going first against this Ancient Warrior guy that whatever, I mean it doesn't matter because he's a going second deck anyways. So Black Awakening, summon Eldlich. It's crazy how Infinite doesn't do jack against this deck. It's crazy, man. And yeah, I'm passing my turn with 2 back row. Zooking Alpha is a good card, but it's not on the level of Pankratops. Pankratops actually would have been able to out my skill drain right here because it tributes itself for cost. So, you know, it dodges the restriction of their effects are negated on the field, but only while they are on the field. And speaking of Pankratops, I actually drew it myself, so good at Yugimons. But yeah. So he's going to summon Zooking Alpha, going to attempt to use the effect, but I'm going to be like, nah, not gonna happen. And it's a good move that he did, because if I had Conquistador, which was the case, and I didn't have Skill Drain, if he normal summoned the monster, I would have popped it. So it's better to return the Eldlich first, even if he doesn't have the ability to kind of do something. He really wanted to use its battle phase, because Tenki plus 2 discards can actually OTK the opponent, I'm pretty sure, if the opponent has more monsters than you. The Ancient Warriors is actually a really nasty and unforgiving deck. If you misplay against Ancient Warrior, you lose, and if you don't know what the deck does, you lose, etc. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. So Tenki, what I don't like about it is when you already have Sun Mu or you know, the other level 4 that summons from the deck, it's like redundant, and it kind of starts to have diminishing value because you already have the card that you want to like search anyways. So, you know, the level 4 extender that special summons itself when it's searched, it would have been cool if it was even when you like search it with like Tenki or something, not just Ancient Warrior cards, but sadly that is not the case. And this was the way to out skill drain. By declaring an attack, you can destroy a card, but I have Conquistador, so I can just pop the monster before he has a chance to attack, so it doesn't really get him there. And now, yeah, he's just gonna pop, going to attack my Eldlich and pass. And obviously, that's not enough. His Infinite is just a blank vanilla card, unfortunately. I have to recheck if you can still use Infinite to negate Skill Drain while all my monsters are already negated. I don't think Infinite can negate a monster who's already negated just for the sake of negating the spell and trap. If you know, please let me know in the comment section, because I am not sure, and this is why I don't want to, like, say anything that is, like, that would be set in stone. You know, when I'm not sure, I'd rather ask, honestly, but I would have to actually just verify the ruling, either with a judge. I'm good friends with Kevin Rodriguez, also known as Distant Coder. Actually, that's the guy who hooks me up with rulings most of the time, which is crazy. But yeah, Gravy, end phase, pretty much game, honestly. When you get into like turn 5 against a deck like Eldlich and you're not like ahead, it's game over, because I will always win a grind game. Just I play more copies of the Golden Land traps, and I mean I play 2 counter traps. Pointing at Strike, 2 counter trap Golden Land forever, Wakanda forever. I play 3 Hakuero, and even Guardian is actually a decent card, but yeah, I just can't really do anything here. I can even Ash the Tenki just for the disrespect, but I didn't even need to do that, so yeah. Anyways, let's get into the next replay. Alrighty, I'm pretty sure I'm going first against this Twilight Sworn Chaos deck, which is really sweet. I want to make a revamp on Lightsworn. It's funny because every time people are like, oh, can you do an update on this deck? It's like, yeah, sure, I want to do it. I really want to do it, but it's not like the deck got any new good cards. Every single time, it's because of a ban list, because the deck lost a card. Like, it lost Link Cross. Before, it was because it lost, like, O-Line and stuff, so the Needle Fiber combo wasn't as good. And now, if I'm showing, like, a new combo against Lightsworn, it'll be a worse combo, but still, I can still try my best. I can still try to come up with like innovation, maybe make it like less powerful but more consistent, less bricks, less weird cards, less cards that'll probably frustrate you. If I play Needle Fiber, I don't really want to commit to like Deskbot 1 and all of that bullshit, but to be fair, Deskbot 1 is actually not a bad card to mill, because you can still revive it if you just summon 3 monsters or with Auradon, so might not be that bad. Anyways, we're going to see what we can do with this, honestly. I just, for now, I don't really have any ideas, but yeah, my opponent really couldn't do anything. I think he just scooped the game there because he had no way to get cards in the grave, and I just had too much. I mean, look at my graveyard, look at my Cursed Outland, Solemn Strike, traps, Skullmeister, he can't win. So yeah. Anyways, next replay. This is the prime example, like the main reason why hand traps and utility cards are dangerous to play in combo decks. So even if you have your 1-card starter with 2 hand traps, which is insane, it's so good, right? So you would tell yourself, well, this is a perfect hand, I always want to see this. But you're still freaking vulnerable to a single hand trap or interruption, so you have the impression that your deck is more consistent and more resilient or better going second because you play hand traps, but in reality, what you're creating is just more opening for bricks or the ability to not play through hard-made interruption. Like, it's crazy. What if I go first and I make interruptions that just don't really lose to Ash and Ghost Bell? Like, I just set a bunch of traps. You'd rather have extenders than have, you know, hand traps. So you could tell yourself, oh, well, let's just play Mermaids with no hand traps then, just all extenders. But then what happens is that you start going second against combo decks that don't even give you a chance. Like, they make VFD, and it doesn't matter if you have 10 billion extenders, you can't use any of them because there's just no monster effects. So there's a huge paradox of should you play hand traps or board breaking cards, and basically with my zombie deck, my deck played basically no extenders. It was just a bunch of normal summons, Zombie World, Rivalry, hand traps. Of course, this deck's really not great going second, and I can't play through an interruption or two. So, you know, it's something that you just have to be aware of, and you can't always have everything, right? It just depends on the format. Sometimes some decks can inherently play through negates, so you don't even need to play hand traps. You can, I mean, Cyber Dragons, for example, inherently can play through multiple interruptions. I legit, all of my tops with anything in my life were with 0 hand traps, by the way, and just letting you know. The only ones were like Phantasmi and Maxi, so that doesn't really count. And yeah, so I'm just gonna pass here with a bunch of cards. Can't really do too much. This is a fantastic card in Mermaids, especially when your normal summon is Dragoon, because you don't always have access to Neptibus and Deep Sea Diva. Because when you make Bahamut detach for like the Dragoons, it not only do you summon Toad, but also you search like Deep Sea, Neptibus, and stuff like that. I don't know if you can search Deep Sea and Neptibus. Well, hold on. This is a Sea Serpent. You search for a Sea Serpent. Yeah, okay, sure. So you should be able to. Yeah, you can search pretty much anything you want. And I want to. Honestly, I would say that Neptibus is probably a little better than Deep Sea Diva, because Deep Sea loses to 1 hand trap, whereas Neptibus inherently plays through 1 hand trap, because it sends a water for cost, so you already search, and then it's like, okay, now I'm trying to search another card, do you want to ash that? It's pretty good, honestly. Neptibus is actually fantastic, whereas Deep Sea, it's like Valor, pass. Except if you have an extender, then you can make Noodle Fiber and we're kind of screwed. But, yeah, I mean, I have Stallop Strike, so summon your Bahamut, strike, boom, 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 GG, and, yeah, he's just gonna scoop it up because I can win, like, literally in 2 seconds. I have White Destiny to, like, revive back Eldlich from the grave, and then Scarlet, so I can make, like, the Train Boy and kill. So, next replay. Yeah, okay, this wasn't much of a replay. I'm pretty sure I went, like, Extravagance, draw 2, and then, this, search for, Eldlich, and then Pitch the Punishment, because I already have a second one, so whatever. And then Aquero, set 3, End Phase, set, like, Scarlet. Okay, yeah, okay, no end phase apparently. But yeah, he had 2 spells in the hand, so that's pretty much a hand of 4 cards, because I have Imperial Order, so you can forget about that. And then he has 2 traps, which are unplayable, going second. So pretty much you're only playing with 2 life cards. Red Layer, which only is a special summon that doesn't achieve much. And this card just... it does nothing. I mean, it's not really good, so it's just, you can't tell. You just couldn't do anything, and I have the crack. So, yeah, next replay. Alright, I'm not going to try to explain too much about this because it actually took like 10 years, but, yeah, no, I just, set 5, a huge misplay. Don't do this. Literally, don't go set 5 when you have, like, redundant cards and cards that can't even be used, like Golden Land Forever, because now when I draw good cards, I can't even use them. So, the only reason why I decided to still show this replay is that I had the mentality of, okay, I'm gonna set 5 because I want to scare him, and I want to kind of put him in a position where he has to like vomit resources really quick. But ironically, him breaking actually helped him out a lot, because it allowed him to like amass a lot of resources. And even if I top deck like the Golden Castle of Stromberg, what's the name of the card again? Cursed Orlando. Yeah, I still wouldn't have been... Oh, yeah, speaking of the devil, I wouldn't have been able to use it, so thank the Lord you used cards before, because I literally would have had, like, a really good card in my hand with no ability to use any of my trap cards. So, huge misplay, don't do that. Right now, you see, I have Extravagance, but I have, like, 5 cards, so regardless of what I do, I mean, I technically could have went, like, Ice Prison on the draw phase or standby, and then Pot of Extravagance on main phase. Yeah, I definitely could have done that. And yo, this guy is like the worst card ever. It's a multi-figure that's level 7, but doesn't have a good effect like multi-figure. So in other words, it sucks. And this guy is playing multiple copies of it. I don't know why, but yeah. And the cards, the Amazement cards, this card's great. It's like it steals the opponent's monster, and the other one that's like did I actually shuffle it back with Omega? I'm pretty sure I did, yeah. But it's basically either like a Book of Moon or like a Valor-ish card, Infinite Impermanence. Not great, obviously, but since they're easily accessible, because this whatever girl that's apparently a light machine can send them from the deck to the field, so that's cool, but I mean, it's still irrelevant. And right now, I'm just torturing my opponent. I mean, I probably could have won like 10 turns ago, but yeah, I mean, just going for the disrespect a little. Not great, but yeah, but by the way, remember that your non-zombies cannot attack when you have Golden Castle of Stromberg Eldlich on the field. Just, so yeah, this is why sending it to the graveyard actually allowed me to kill. So anyways, I finally won after 10 years. Let's get into the next one. Now, this is actually a replay worth showing because my opponent has a good hand, alright? He has a really good hand. Venus is already a good card. Ash is a good oh my god. No comment. Herald of Orange Light. Diviner of the Heralds is so good. You send that card. Okay, yeah, he's not even trying to play thingy. This card is nasty, and I'm pretty sure Generator, because your tokens that you summon with a field spell are fairy. So you can draw 2 during your opponent's turn every single turn, and destroy a card your opponent controls without targeting. It's a level 9 monster, and it's just like better to do that than just see your monster die anyways. And then you make VFD, you detach it, and you summon it from your graveyard during your opponent's main phase. And it would be banished when it leaves the field, but you're making VFD with it. It's actually crazy the evolution of level 9 monsters out there, and by the way, I think it was the effect of like a Valkyrie or something stupid that made me like mail 2 cards from the top of my deck. I have no idea. What made me like mail 2 cards? I'm not even like listening carefully, I mean paying attention, but no, it's kind of sketch, and because of that he has to waste like a good negate on Conquistador on end phase, which is free anyways. So I'm like, okay, Pot of Extravagance, I guess he'll negate that with Ash, because he can't do it, but I don't care, because I have another one. So I was like, it's either I bait Herald, or well, Herald of Mirage Light, or I make you lose the Ash. And I did something really interesting here, so I went straight into battle phase. And he was like, oh, Masquerena, I don't want to lose to something sketch. And this is where he made the Mech Knight Crusadia Astram. And I was like, I knew he was gonna do that. This is a Cyberse, my IP Masquerena is a Cyberse, and it's your boy Ice Dragon Prison can revive back the Masquerena from the grave, because Ice Dragon's Prison can even revive an attack. That's nasty. So I can just banish this guy that's undestructible, untargetable, anything. Just do it with 1 card. With the greatest of ease. And yeah, this Aquera doesn't really do jack shit, but yeah, oh yeah, he just scoops it up. I mean, it couldn't really do anything, but yeah, anyways, next replay. Alright, I'm going first, and ironically, this was rough. This was actually rough. I did a play that seriously punished me, because I'm going to explain to you in 2 seconds. So of course, blah, blah, oh, up until now, it looks like I played my cards right? Well, no, actually, I should have said the second Ice Dragon's Prison, and you're gonna see why. Because yes, the second one came up. Not that it changed anything, really, but yeah, Dark Worm, Surge Gate 0, 5 cards in the hand, woo, sheesh. 6 cards in the hand, yeah, he's a +1. So yeah, Pendulum 4, I'm like, okay, you're good at Yu-Gi-Mons, and then Summon Purple Poison, so yeah, he's at the +2 up until now. 5, 2, 1, so that's 8. And I don't have much. I pretty much only have 4 cards to work with. Imperial Order doesn't do anything, which is funny. Oh, my Imperial Order didn't do anything against the Pendulum deck. But when you think about it, he didn't draw a spell. I mean, technically, he drew, like, a bunch of spells, but you get the point. They don't really have effects. They just need, he just needed them for the skills. It's not like he drew like Servant with like spell power mastery, upstart, and stuff like that. Then the Imperial Order would have been nasty. Like against Steven's deck, Imperial Order, GG. But if you go scale, pen 4, harmonizing effect, I'm screwed. This Imperial Order didn't do much. And now I have like Conquistador plus Scarlet, but that's 2 cards that's gonna make 1 interruption, so it's not that good. Yes, 2 level 7s, so I can pop 1, but then I have to deal with a level 8 Synchro or rank 4 Xyz with nothing else after that, and the Ice Dragon's Prison cannot be used until he has at least 1 card in the graveyard, so I have to wait patiently, and I don't know why the heck he went Time Star for double Iris, but yes, okay. And Anaconda, sure, I mean, okay. So now I'm just gonna be like, I don't even know why I went Imperial Order here. I really had to do this in the same chain. I know I say don't do it if you don't have to, but in this situation I kind of had to, because the Vortex would be summoned and I wouldn't have like the opportunity to do something after that. I mean, I kind of would, but like, whatever. I would have been able to use this Ice Dragon's Prison, but if I set the second one, I would have been able to use Ice Dragon's Prison. He would have negated with Vortex, and since Ice Dragon's Prison is, you can only activate one Ice Dragon's Prison per turn, the activation gets negated, so I can activate it again. So, yeah, I mean, I can use it again. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure. But I have game anyways, so who cares? I mean, I have Extravagance. Well, even if I didn't have Imperial Order, I wouldn't use Extravagance, because this is game on board. I go Gustav Max, burn for 2k, I did the maths, and then Super Not Jugger Liebe, whatever, 6k attack twice, Merry Christmas, Purple Poison doesn't do jack, because of Imperial Order, you're dead. I thought everything super perfect. OTK on turn 3, Merry Christmas literally, by the way. But yeah, anyways. Oh my god. I didn't even plan that out. Anyways, next group. Alright, he's going first this time. I was gonna say he's going second. No, he's going first. If you have no cards in your Pendulum Zone, add 2 face-up Magician Pendulum monsters with different names from your extra deck to your hand. You can only activate... Oh yeah! Scoop, okay. Okay, next replay. Alright, these 2 final games were really good. They were really good against Unchained Evil Twins, which I hate this concept. It makes no sense. It's not even like... Oh my, yo, poor little guy. Well, to be fair, it's actually not that bad. Like, Silent Mining plus... The thing is, in Unchained, like, drawing 3 of the same trap really isn't that bad. Because you can even go, like, the Sarama or whatever, recycle it back, face down, and then pop it, summon from the deck, whatever. So it doesn't really discriminate too much. But yeah, just strike, negate this. I actually thought about ashing the Silent Mining, but when I saw that he discarded the trap, I was like, wait, no, I don't want to ash that. He's probably playing Evil Twin Unchained, so if I just ash this normal summon, or actually not even ash, strike it, I get to keep my ash for like a draw card or something scary, or like a follow-up card, and he actually ended up searching Backup Secretary. I'm like, that's the best way for you to lose. So he pretty much has a dead card in the hand, and he had to give up a good trap card for that, so... Yeah, I mean, can't really do jack shit. And also, the Eldlich Sense doesn't destroy. That's one way of not... enabling him an engine. And yeah, top deck Veiler doesn't quite cut it. Really important to summon Eldlich in column 1, 3, or 5, because otherwise even normal summon effect Veiler could actually scare you. It would bait you to use an interruption, because they could go Relinquish Anima Steel and then attack you for 25, and you don't want that. Anyways, next replay, which is also the final one. Alright, this was pretty good. So, Black Awakening, summon Eldlich in defense. Set 2, which are Conquistador and Hakwer, not great, honestly. It's Unchained, and he drew, like, the good Unchained cards, but this is what I don't really get, because you want your, like, normal summon to be Sarama, right? Or if you don't draw this, you want to normal summon the water guy, so, I don't know, I guess, like, you don't really, yeah, I suppose, but, I don't know, I'm just not a big fan, so, gonna negate that with Skullmeister. I don't know how good that was of, like, an idea, but he actually hard drew the Sarama, so I was like, oh no. But yeah, by banishing this from the graveyard, Sarama doesn't like resolve to destroy a card on his field. All of my monsters are in defense. Always gonna make sure they do summon in defense, otherwise they can just crash and then summon the monsters that they actually want to summon, like the dog level 8. Don't go there. And yeah, Conquistador, just not do anything. BLS Link seriously caught him off guard. He probably thought I was gonna make like a rank 5 or something because this is an interruption, and I really thought of making like Pleiades so I can make Negalogia, Zeus, but I don't know, like BLS is just fantastic here. If I actually increase his attack by 1500, I do not believe he has an out in the main deck. I do not believe that. Oh, access code can jump to 53. Never mind. But how do you make access code? It's so hard. Yeah, you'll need to summon like 4 monsters, and pretty sure you're locked under Fiend only, so... oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, just the Live Twins are like 1 card access code, but then I have like Ash and Skullmeister, so good luck getting there. And also, you're losing out a lot every single turn where you're not doing anything. Spells and Traps, don't think you can really beat BLS again. Yeah, just a bunch of cards that target, a Harpy's Feather Duster, whatever. Yeah, okay, so moral of the story. Let's just say you're playing against Unchained Evil Twin. Just, when you go for BLS Link, attack over a monster and increase the attack by 15, you're gonna have a 45 Blackluster Soldier of Chaos. If you can attack, like, if you can increase the attack by another 15, you're gonna have 6k, and they will literally scoop it up completely. They cannot do anything whatsoever, because the highest attack monster that they can have is a 5300 access code attack. I'm pretty sure it's 53. Yeah, that's it, that's all. So, it's crazy, man. It's one of those really weird scenarios where that's the correct thing to do. And, by the way, Cyber Dragons... One thing that a friend of mine realized is that if you summon the Blackluster Soldier of Chaos in the main monster zone, and you attacked and you increased that's attack by 15, Cyber Dragons would actually fold, like completely just give you the win, because obviously you're not playing the Kaiju garbage in your deck. You're probably not playing Cyber Eltonin unless it's like Spiral format, and Ice Dragon's Prison didn't exist yet, so that's just something that he did against me with Thunder Dragons back in the days, but that's just no longer the case. And now if you summon Blackluster Soldier of Chaos against me, I'm just gonna laugh. Doesn't do jack shit, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, just gonna attack a bunch of times, because Liebe can just attack freaking 3 times, so yeah. And now when I go Blackluster Soldier, yeah, I mean, just destroy my monster, I don't care. I don't know why I went like Banish 1. No, actually, I know why I did it. It's because, one thing that I didn't know, I forgot if he already used its effect, the effect of this guy already, to like summon from the deck, because it's once per turn. And I thought that he didn't declare it, because it was like Chainlink 1 only, and not Chainlink 2. So, yeah, you gotta, like, declare the effect that you're using, and then they go on Chainlink 2, which is kind of weird, honestly. You have to declare an activation and not a resolution. A lot of cards aren't like that. I'm pretty sure... Is it Dingirsu that's not like that? Or, oh, 3 Tactical Talents also isn't like that. It's like, I activate 3 Tactical Talents. Do you want to do anything? No. Okay, I'm pretty sure. No, wait, hold on. 3 Tactical Talents, actually, you do have to say. Otherwise, you would never be able to get ashed, or you would always be able to get ashed, but that is not the case. Anyways, that's pretty much it. He can't do anything. I don't even know what I was doing at the end. I could have set, like, an actual good card and then go Eldlich, but at the same time, I didn't want to end on, like, an Eldlich on the field, because this kind of scared me. I wouldn't want him to link off with my monsters, so this was the perfect move to do. But yeah, pretty much it for this Eldlich testing video. If you guys have any comments or feedback, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because it motivates me a lot to keep making videos like these. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace!